I hate this fucking website. I've been posting to YouTube for 8 years, and it's been like this the entire fucking time. Content ID is a nightmare. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't follow consistent logic. You think you have workarounds for a while, and then eventually it finds new ways to fuck you. And moreover, companies are out there flagging videos, and so are secondary companies that they hire to do that for them, and it's almost always erroneous. And beating the claims, for a while, was getting easier and better. There was a period of a few years where copyright wasn't really that big of a deal for me, and now it's somehow getting worse again. For a while, if you submitted a counter notification to a strike on a video, it meant that the company had to sue you or else reinstate the video. This is no longer the case. Now they can just reject your counter notification with no explanation given, and you have to take it upon yourself to contact the company to get your video back. And I have had success with this because I can lead whole fucking campaigns to get 100 people to email them, because that's the only way to get it done. You think it happens when I send an email? No. I have to make a public fucking spectacle to get something done. And YouTube, they don't care. I mean, the Procrastinators channel, we had like fucking a month of content that just disappeared. Because after our channel had been hacked, when we got the channel back, after like the month it took for them to get us our channel back, then suddenly all the videos we'd released since having it back all of a sudden just fucking are gone. And it took months to get them back of constant campaigning, constantly hitting at Team YouTube in huge waves, constantly sending fucking emails. It took months to get it back. And that channel doesn't have the subscriber count mine does, where I know that I can get problems resolved with my channel more easily. But even me complaining about what's happening to this other channel, it doesn't matter. They don't care because it's not a big channel. They just don't care. And they don't really care about mine either, unless I make a big deal out of something. But it's just, I have 2 strikes right now over the Asterisk War Sucks Complete Edition. These videos were all on YouTube for years. All 13 fucking parts were on YouTube for years. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they start flagging parts of it, start getting taken down. So I say, okay, I'll recut it into one big video, and we'll see what, we'll upload it, and we'll see what gets caught by Content ID. And I made my first upload. It was blocked, but I didn't get a strike. I tried to contest the block, got a strike. Foolishly, I had deleted the video, forgetting that I had contested the thing in the first place. And it came back as, oh, we're keeping the strike on your channel. I don't know if it's because they couldn't recheck the video to see. I don't even know if I have to, like, they didn't even take it to the people who had filed the claim, as far as I know. So this is a problem with YouTube now. So I don't know who I have to contact to resolve that, because there's nothing listed anywhere. You just have to know that you can at Team YouTube, and that they might do something or respond, but like usually they just tell you that they're going to pass it off to the next guy. So I already have a strike from that. I had to make several more upload attempts, constantly changing little things to get this thing past Content ID, and I finally did. It had no problem for days. And then it suddenly removed, not blocked, removed. Why? What's the claim? It didn't even tell me what fucking section of video it was, because it was removed. So I had to file a counter notification on that. I've also sent an email to the claimant. Here's the email if you want to send an email to the claimant. Just I can't do anything with that. Like, I couldn't even do another recut of this video to re-upload it because I will get a third strike if this happens again. Even if it gets past Content ID, if it gets taken down again, I'll get a third strike. And then this fucking video, the anime director I admire most, I uploaded this fucking thing at like midnight last night, and it gets a Content ID that takes away monetization. It was the company's taking the monetization exactly as it is. Well, actually, yeah, no, this one, it says it can't be monetized by the uploader. So is it being monetized by it's being monetized in some territories by Tatsunoko Productions. For the same section of video that it got claimed for the first time, and I re-edited it. I re-edited it around what I thought, what I perceived the rules to be, but I shouldn't have used a transformation sequence at all, because transformation sequences are like the one thing that they actually patrol, I guess. But I downloaded this off of YouTube, so I just thought, oh, it's on YouTube, like from somebody else. It'll be fine, you know? Recut it, re-uploaded it, and on my second upload, this section did not get claimed. The section immediately before it got claimed, which similarly, I hadn't been that careful with editing Gold Lightan just because it's a 1982 show I didn't think anybody fucking cared about and is uploaded on YouTube. So I recut it again and uploaded it, and it had no problem. Except for the fact that I had to, like, every time I had to make 3 attempts at uploading it the third time because it kept just stopping halfway through the upload for no reason. And then it took an hour to process when I finally did get it up. I had actually uploaded it a 4th time in the time I was waiting for it to process, and then canceled that upload once it finally was done, which I think that upload had also stalled as well when I went back to look at it. But so I finally got it up, and after like 2 hours, it gets a copyright claim, and now it can't be monetized. I know it is being monetized because people have said that they have seen ads on it. I don't know how many ad breaks are in it. I don't know if they added more. Let's see if we can find out. Let's see how many fucking ad breaks are in this video. I mean, I can't even look at it. I can't, I can't even touch the button, you know? Is there any way I could learn even what ads are being run in this video I made? You know, like, its parent company, why do they own the ability to run ads on this video, you know, when it goes against the DMCA and YouTube's rules to do that? Like, I don't understand how it is that at this level of the contestment, before anyone has spoken to anyone, before I've, been able to present my side of the story, which, now consider, I could fight this, but if I do, if I dispute, then I could get another strike and my channel gets taken down. I have no way. I know that I should win, but you don't actually get to plead your case until you have a strike. You don't get to plead your case over having, like, they almost never. I have had times where I contested it at this level and it was fixed, but like, more often it becomes a strike before you fix it. And it used to be that I was glad for that. I mean, YMS used to deliberately make it so his videos would get the strike so that he could contest it before he released it. But now it doesn't even work that way. So what I don't know what I can do about this problem, because there is no editing around it. Like, my editing style is already fully based around trying to just get shit onto YouTube. Like, already I'm cutting this stuff in the way that works for that, but it's still at such a huge risk of being removed repeatedly. I mean, historically, I have been able to eventually just get videos up by recutting them enough times, but like, the Asterisk War just keeps getting removed. I don't even know why this time. I had cut out so much shit, I'd uploaded it like 4 fucking times in different test uploads, recutting it to get rid of stuff. And it was fine for days. So, like, this is just not viable to make this type of content on YouTube the way that I'm doing it, and there's no way to make it good, like, while also following the system. It's just like, the only way that it makes sense for me to release content at this point would be to release it somewhere else and link to it through YouTube, right? And I know that's what you're thinking makes sense. Here's the problem with that. You will not get views anywhere other than YouTube. YouTube is the most prominent ad platform for a content creator. The number of views I get on my, like, look at this. Kusomega here has 4,319 views. That is very low for my channel. That is insanely high for the internet. You can't get 4,000 views on a text post. You can't get 4,000 views on fucking BitChute just through without, redirecting through a YouTube video. But guess what? Nobody clicks on a redirect video. Nobody clicks on a video that's 1 minute long and says your princess is in another castle. You're going to have a significant drop off in click-through. And so the YouTube video has to be effective in itself to serve as an advertisement. People have to want to watch the video for it to be a good ad, which means you do have to make it good. Well, if I can't make it good without it getting removed from the platform, then what the fuck am I supposed to do with my YouTube videos? So the problem ultimately is that I've been trying too hard to have a popular YouTube channel because it is such a good ad platform. But ultimately, there's a significant diminishing return. Like, when you cast a wide net, you bring people in, you try to get them into the depths of your stuff so that they will become invested enough to contribute more to your continued existence, because the people who care the most are going to be the ones who put the most in to the law of the vital few. 20% of the consumers will buy 80% of the product. That's just the way economics works. So you need to find a big enough vital few to sustain yourself. And if you're making a type of content that mostly appeals to people who don't really have a lot of money, then it's very difficult to, interest them in spending more on you. And ultimately, making YouTube videos is appealing to people who don't have money because they need free content. They do not have, if you had money, you'd be doing something else, is kind of the way that a lot of people look at it. Obviously, this isn't true for everybody, but that's who the vital few are on YouTube, is the people who legitimately care, who are really invested, who, even though they have money, are willing to pour it into this thing because this is what they care about. It's not something they're doing because it's free. It's something they're doing out of passion for it. So how do I engage those people the best? Well, for a long time, it seemed as though the best way to engage those people was to make very personal, engaging content, like following my own narrative, my own life, And for a while that seemed to be the case because people were giving me more and more money, the more relatable I became to them. However, once I entered a relationship, I became unrelatable to a lot of my audience. And this was like straight up said to me, like many people were like, you're changing. I don't like the direction you're going in, because I don't relate to you anymore. You're not this bearded, insane person depressed in a room full of anime posters, literally having nothing in your life but watching YouTube and anime, So how do I appeal to people who would relate to me in this circumstance then? Like, if those people aren't my audience or aren't watching YouTube, where are they? Well, that's, now I have to make a whole adjustment to who I'm even fucking for at that point, right? Can I simulate effectively being the person who you wanted to give money to? When it comes to people who were giving me money for my anime analysis videos, yes. But again, the way I started making a lot of money was not through anime analysis videos. It was through opening up my Patreon to encompass everything I was working on. The problem is that when you are working on all kinds of different things and you're constantly evolving and changing and experimenting and you're excited about everything you're doing, but your audience isn't, then how do you bridge that gap? And ultimately, the problem is that there are members of my audience who are excited about each individual thing I'm doing, but it's always a waiting game for when do I get the next one? You know, like, oh, I love you mostly for your music, but you only make an album every 6 months. So am I paying you monthly through Patreon? You know, like, I mean, I still like your other content, so I want to support all of it, but, like, because I patron you, I'm not going to also buy the albums, you know, especially because I can listen to them for free. So, you know, it's this loop around where it's like, I don't have an easy means of monetizing each individual thing I do, which is why I just fed it all through Patreon. But the more I do different things, the more I become interested in going down a path that other people just don't want to follow me down, the harder it is for me to interest those people in staying as patrons. So ultimately, my plan was change the Patreon to just be for the anime videos. It'll just be me and Digibro, I being Diginay, Digibro. If you are not clear on the situation, I, Diginay, am the former Digibro. I am a trans woman. Now that I am a woman, I go by Diginay. Digibro is my husband. So, we are working on the videos together so that they can come out faster and be more topical and be able to reach you so that you will fucking, you know, think that my channel is interesting in any way and maybe you want to pay for it, but I can't make the content that you want me to make because it gets taken down every fucking time. Or I lose the fucking monetization and, like, this video, I know this video is not going to get crazy views, but, like, if it had monetization and it reached 100,000 views, I'd probably make like $200 to $300 off of that. That's pretty nice. It also will get residual views over time. Maybe eventually it reaches 500,000 views. I would have made $1,000 off of it. That would have been nice. But I just, like, I can't even contest this. I could recut it and re-upload it, and then I'd have to, you know, everybody's going to restart, and fucking there goes the 6,000 views it already has, and whatever momentum it had at the beginning. Maybe it would do better if I did re-upload it. I might fucking do that just because I'm so fucking mad. Like, but even again, I mean, what if I recut it and it just gets claimed again and this time it gets a strike? I have no fucking idea. So you tell me, where will you go? What will you pay? Tell me what I need to do to make this shit accessible to you. Where, like, Digibro and I have been planning to make a OnlyFans where we review hentai. I'm going to write the scripts. Digi's going to perform them. So, you know, that is something we've already had planned to be a for-pay thing. I could upload everything there. I could upload things through torrent and release them only to patrons. I could release things through and then put, like, one line of thinking I had was, okay, we'll have the actually edited version somewhere else, and then on YouTube it'll be a fucking slideshow. I'll just take a screen cap every, you know, of each scene and then have it be the slideshow version of the video, and you can click through to go watch the other version. But where, you know, like, is it even worth putting it up if I don't know how I'm monetizing it, you know? Like, I don't know where the difference in value between making a video that you anticipate will not only please your patrons, but make $300 to $400 to, you know, $1,000 on ad revenue. The difference in value in that and making something that will be pleasing for your patrons, but not make you any extra money because it's on BitChute, you know, like, it just doesn't do it for me in the same way. It's like, where's that extra? Where am I going to get? I need that extra $300 to $500. Where am I going to get that then? You know? So please tell me, where do you want me to put this stuff? How should I monetize this stuff? Because I need every idea, every fucking feasible idea you have. Write them all down. I have tons. I have tons of ideas. I could spitball more. I've given you a few. Think in these terms. I could release through torrent. I could release through other websites. I fucking can, you know, how do you want me to monetize my other content? Like, I'm planning to make a physical release of Kusomega soon. You know, that's my plan for monetizing that. It's difficult to even fucking work on that because I need investment capital for other projects, so I'm just trying to make as much fucking money as possible right now, basically. And this is the undercutting that is happening of me, where this Asterisk War Sucks re-upload, I was really counting on the fact that it should eventually have 1 million views, because every video in the series does. It's my most beloved series. It's, you know, people are super fucking excited about it. It already has 15,000 views. I put fucking, you know, an ad break between each video. So this video alone should make me eventually, over a long enough time, like 10, 20 fucking grand. And a lot of that would be going to YouTube. So why the fuck do they keep pulling it down? Who even claimed it? Doesn't even fucking say who claimed it. It was Sony Music. All right. Just, you know, just fucking send these guys some emails. Get this fucking video back online. Give me some fucking money. Jesus Christ. I've got a Fiverr. Whatever you need. Just tell me. What do you need? And what will you pay for it?